Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Top Crypto Bull here once again for your daily crypto update. Let's get right into it. Well, it looks like the Trump Crypto Summit that happened yesterday afternoon, it was basically a nothing burger. Um, basically, they just kind of recap, what Trump did already, on Wednesday and a couple days before that. They just basically, reaffirmed, that Trump's gonna create the what that that they're gonna create the U.S. strategic Bitcoin reserve, and that they're gonna create the U.S. Crypto stockpile. But that was about it. Nothing else was mentioned. There was no talk about how American made cryptos were gonna be tax free, or maybe you were gonna pay less taxes if you hold them for over a year. There was no mention of anything else really. And to top it off, they also mentioned, that Donald Trump, on the stockpile, they're not going to really buy, just like in the Bitcoin reserve, they're not going to really buy Bitcoin, and from the taxpayers' money. They're just going to use, like all the Bitcoin that's already forfeited, by criminal cases and civil cases. Right now, they hold 198,000 Bitcoin, but they don't plan to buy anymore with taxpayers' money. They're going to have to figure out creative ways to be able to acquire more Bitcoin, but without using taxpayer money. And the same thing goes for the U.S. crypto stockpile. They're not going to actually buy U.S. Cryptos. They're not going to buy American-made cryptos. Like Trump had mentioned that that the U.S. strategic crypto reserve was going to include Bitcoin. I mean Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano. That's actually not going to happen. They're not going to be like buying, cryptos like Solana and Cardano and Ethereum and XRP. Basically, they're just gonna, just they're just gonna keep whatever cryptos they already hold. I believe they hold some Ethereum and and some Tether, but they don't actually hold any XRP or Solana or Cardano. So I mean that was kind of a letdown. So that's why it was kind of like a nothing burger. To top it off, David Sachs, the crypto AI, and crypto czar, David Sachs. He basically announced that let me find it here real quick. Give me 1 second. Yeah, he basically announced that 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 Trump, he didn't really mean to say that they were gonna be buying XRP, Ethereum, Solana, and Cardano. Basically, he just announced that as an optimism about his potential inclusion. Basically, he was just being optimistic. Despite the initial assignment, President Donald Trump's team clarified that that the mentioned cryptocurrencies, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, and XRP, were just examples, not official selections. So moreover, the U.S. doesn't really hold any XRP or Solana or Ethereum or Cardano. Supposedly, according to David Sachs, he just mentioned, that those cryptos, because they're like in the top four U.S. cryptos by market cap. So basically, that was a big old letdown. Everybody, in the XRP army, the Solana army, and the Cardano army, and Ethereum armies as well. They were all stoked. They were thinking that that the U.S. government was going to be buying those cryptos and they were going to pump their bags. But basically, Donald Trump just mentioned them because they're like the top four U.S. made cryptos. But the U.S. government does not have any plans to actually buy those cryptos. But they are going to have a U.S. strategic crypto reserve or stockpile like they're calling it. But they're gonna have to figure out creative ways on acquiring more. But they're not gonna just straight out buy it. Like with U.S. Taxpayer money. The same thing with the U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. They're not gonna be able to buy it. They're not gonna be adding like buying pressure, so it's not gonna make the price go up of Bitcoin. They're just gonna have to come up with creative ways to acquire more Bitcoin. Probably they're gonna have to confiscate more through criminal cases or civil cases. And the same thing with the crypto stockpile. they're not gonna be able to just straight buy it and add buying pressure. So it's not gonna make XRP or Solana or Cardano or the Ethereum price go up. They're just gonna have to confiscate more through criminal cases or civil cases, or they're gonna have to figure out creative ways to get more cryptos basically for the U.S. strategic crypto stockpile. So that's why the Trump's crypto summit was basically a nothing burger. I mean, the short term is a nothing burger. I mean, nothing really came out of it. I mean, that's why Bitcoin has just been ranging between like 85K and 90K. It didn't really pump or dump. It's just been ranging, for the last 2 3 days. Between 85K and 90K. Basically, Trump got ahead of himself. He should have waited, for the crypto summit to announce the U.S. crypto Bitcoin reserve and the U.S. Crypto stockpile until the summit yesterday. But he announced the U.S. crypto stockpile. I believe he announced it like 3 days ago, and he announced the U.S. Bitcoin reserve yesterday, March 6th. But he should have waited until yesterday, March 7th, to announce these things. Oh yeah, the U.S. Bitcoin Reserve was announced on 2 days ago, March 6th, and the crypto stockpile was announced, I think, like 3 or 4 days ago. But yep, I think he got ahead of himself. He should have waited. Maybe the market would have pumped if he would have waited, till yesterday, March 7th, and he announced it together. But either way, it's what's done is done. You can't undo it. Right now, in the short term, the crypto summit was just a nothing burger. But I think in the long term, I still think in the long term it is bullish for crypto in the U.S. as well, because before Donald Trump took office, Gary Gensler and the administration before Trump, they were very against crypto. So I mean, like they were kind of holding crypto back. I mean, like the banks were against crypto. The banks couldn't hold any crypto, but now with Donald Trump, the banks could hold crypto, and I guess the operation the operation chokehold 2.0 is over with. The U.S. government is not against crypto anymore. Actually, they're very pro crypto. The Donald Trump, administration is very pro crypto, and all his appointees, like the crypto czar David Sachs, is pro crypto. All the Secretary of State is pro crypto, and a lot of other appointees by Donald Trump are pro crypto. So I think in the long term, the crypto summit was very bullish for crypto because Donald Trump did get did get to bring together a lot of crypto executives and a lot of other crypto pro crypto people together to talk about crypto and how they're going to move forward with crypto. I mean, I think they were behind closed doors. They were like 4 hours talking about crypto. Nobody really knows what was said. I mean, what went live and what was actually shared to the public was only like 25 minutes. But those 25 minutes, shared with the public, was basically a nothing burger. To just basically, reiterated, the U.S. Bitcoin strategic reserve and the U.S. Strategic, crypto stockpile. But they did, clarify that they're not going to be buying Bitcoin and they're not going to be buying American-made cryptos. They're just gonna be using what the government already holds, and they're not gonna sell the Bitcoin they already hold. So the U.S. government already holds 198,000 Bitcoin, so they're just gonna not sell it. So that in the long term that's good because the U.S. government will not be adding selling pressure to the Bitcoin price. They're just gonna keep that in the Bitcoin reserve. But that's about it. I mean, like nothing else was really mentioned. I mean, that's all that really happened. I mean, not in the 25 minutes that we saw, we only saw like the Chainlink CEO talk a little bit, and Donald Trump, David Sachs, they talked for a little bit. But other than that, nobody really talked. I mean, like Michael Saylor, the biggest Bitcoin bull, didn't get to talk, in the live part that was shown to the public, nor Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase. It would have been cool if Michael Saylor and Brian Armstrong would have talked because, they're very bullish and they're good speakers. So they would have definitely, would have put out some bullish news out there for us. But only Donald Trump talked a little bit, and David Sachs, and and the Chainlink guy, and maybe like one or two other people. But not much was said. Just like I said before, only those two main points were reiterated. But it was nothing new that the market already hadn't priced in. We already knew about the U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve because Donald Trump announced it a day before the summit, and also we already knew about the crypto stockpile, because he announced it a few days before the summit. If anything, it kind of was, you know, it kind of ended up being, bad because David Sachs, clarified that that they weren't not going to be buying, Solana or Cardano or XRP or Ethereum. That Donald Trump just mentioned those because they were in the top U.S. American made cryptos. But so that's it. The crypto summit was nothing but a nothing burger. It was probably expected. Most of these crypto events, they always end up being a nothing burger or a, buy the rumor, sell the news. A lot of people are saying it was a buy the rumor, sell the news, but I think it was just a nothing burger because even a few days, we were basically we've been going sideways for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies, in these low prices, the last like few days. So it just ended up being a nothing burger in my opinion. It didn't the market didn't even pump or dump. I mean, we did retrace a little bit, but I mean it was, we didn't go to lower prices or nothing like that. We've just been ranging for Bitcoin, between 85K and 90,000, for the last 24 hours since since Donald Trump, announced the crypto summit, and on on the altcoins like XRP, we just been ranging, like XRP has been ranging between like 230 and like 260 for the last 24 hours. It's at 231. It didn't make any lower prices or anything like that. It didn't go below $2 or anything like that. 230 is the low for the last 24 hours, and 252 is the high for the last 24 hours. So it just was a nothing burger. I don't think it was a dump or a pump. It was just a big old nothing burger. Nothing really came from it. Although, according to CoinMarketCap, the fear and greed did get a little bit worse. We are in basically in extreme fear right now at 25, according to our CoinMarketCap. So the fear got a little bit worse, and the altcoin season index, it stayed at 14, still very low. We need the altcoin season index to be around 70 for the true altcoin season to begin, so we can see all our favorite cryptos, going parabolic. And the total market cap for crypto is at $2.84 trillion. So it's only about just like 2 or 3% down for the day. So yeah, it was just a big old nothing burger. It was neither a crypto pump or a crypto dump. It was just a big old nothing burger. That's what the Trump's crypto summit ended up being, was a big old nothing burger. So since we covered the crypto summit, now let's look at the favorites of the channel. See what the current price of the favorites of the channels are doing. Bitcoin, current price of Bitcoin is at $85,907. It's about like 1% down the last 24 hours. Ethereum is at $2,165, basically flat. It's just been just going sideways, neither up or down. XRP is at $2.31. Basically, it's only down like about like 4% down for the last 24 hours. Solana is at 135, also about 4% down the last 24 hours. Doge is at 19 cents, also 4% down the last 24 hours. Cardano is at 80 cents. It's about like 2% down the last 24 hours. XLM is at 27 cents. It's about like 5% down the last 24 hours. Avalanche is at $20.37. Basically, it's basically been flat. It's been flat, just ranging around $20 the last 24 hours. Sui is at $2.49. Also just flat. Just been ranging around 249, 250 the last 24 hours. So those are the channel favorites right there. Let's go to Jasmine. Another channel favorite. See what Jasmine's been doing the last 24 hours. I'm sure she's been going flat. or probably a little bit down. Let's see. Jasmine is at 0.01591. So basically, it's been down 4% the last 24 hours. Just kind of going sideways, 4% down. Now let's look up XCN, another channel favorite. See what XCN has been up to the last 24 hours. XCN is at 0.01397. Just kind of going sideways. It's been like a 0.014. Just ranging. Going sideways. Let's look at Axelar, see what Axelar has been doing. Axelar's at 39 cents. Also just flat, just been going sideways between 39 cents and 40 cents the last 24 hours. Now let's look at Leah AI and Aria. Let's see how they're doing. Leah AI is at 0.005. Basically, it's just, been going, it's actually 10% down for the day. I guess it did go all the way up to, let's see, it did go all the way up to 0.057, 0.0057. So it's actually 10% down for the day. But I mean, it's been basically just been ranging around 0.005 the last few days. But it actually is 10% down for the day. And Aria, let's see what Aria is doing. Aria is actually also 10% down. It's at 0.0012 at the time of recording. It was as high as 0.00148, so it's about 10% down as well. Yeah, don't miss out on Lee AI and Aria. I do believe these video AI agents are going to moon here once the parabolic bull run starts. Again, that's Aria with the ticker ARIA and Leah AI with the ticker LEA. Aria is only like a $1 million market cap, and Leah AI is only like a $5 million market cap. Don't miss out on these two AI agents. I think they're definitely gonna do really really good once the bull run sets back in. So yeah, we've just been going sideways. The DXY is I think it's closed right now for the weekend. So it's stuck at 103.90. So everything is just going sideways right now. Bitcoin dominance is at same as yesterday, 61%, 61.27%. So everything is just going sideways. Nothing's really changed since 24 hours ago, exactly when I did my live stream. So everything is just going sideways. Let's see if there's any relevant news to go over right now besides the crypto summit. There's pretty much nothing, no news. In the weekends we don't really get much news. Let me see. It says right here. I'll just read the headlines. It says, "The future of Ethereum scaling lies on hardware, not software." So, yep, that's one of the headlines. Another headline is Trump turned crypto from a press industry to centerpiece of U.S. strategy. Well, I mean, he's doing better than the previous administration, so I got to give him that at least. At least he's a pro crypto president, and he's keeping good with his promises. He made Bitcoin a U.S. strategic Bitcoin reserve. Maybe not as good as we would have liked it. We want him to buy as much Bitcoin as possible, but at least he is making a U.S. strategic Bitcoin reserve and a U.S. strategic crypto reserve or stockpile, like they're calling it. Um, so other than that, I mean, there's nothing really new. There's no news out there to report. Everything is just going sideways. Probably, this weekend, we're probably just going to go sideways. It's probably going to be a dead weekend for crypto. We're probably just going to be ranging between like 83,000 and 92,000. Right now, the last 24 hours, we've been ranging between 85,000 and 90K. But, we might dip a little bit below 85K, and we might go a little bit higher than 90K. But I think for the weekend, we'll probably just go sideways somewhere between 83K and 92K. We're probably going to be a dead weekend, but probably Monday we'll probably either see a dip a little bit lower, or we'll probably pump a little bit higher. We'll wait and see what happens. Nobody really knows what's going to happen. The crypto market is very volatile right now, especially with Donald Trump. He's very volatile himself. One day he's bearish, he's like putting tariffs on the whole world, and another day he's pausing tariffs and announcing pro crypto stuff. So right now we got a volatile president, and we got a volatile crypto market. So we'll just have to play by ear. But I'm not bearish. I'm still bullish in the market. It doesn't really matter what Trump does, or what the news says out there. Bitcoin and crypto is still following the 4-year Bitcoin cycle. I mean, we're still bullish as long as Bitcoin doesn't go below $70,000. I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. The Bitcoin chart is still bullish as long as it stays above 70K. And the 4-year cycle is still intact. We're still in the last year of the bull run, which is the parabolic bull run phase. I do believe eventually Bitcoin and cryptos will go parabolic. It's got basically all of 2025, to go parabolic. I mean, the 4-year cycle for Bitcoin and cryptos is not over until late 2025, sometime in October 2025, give or take a month. That's gonna be the top of the Bitcoin and cryptos. So right now, it might take a little bit longer than we want it to. We all want the Bitcoin and cryptos to go parabolic right now. But since everything's volatile right now, everything's kind of up in the air. We might have to wait until late March or April or May until Bitcoin goes parabolic and makes new all-time highs. And once Bitcoin goes parabolic and makes new all-time highs, then the crypto market, the rest of the altcoins will go parabolic, and eventually we are going to get a true altcoin season where all your favorite cryptos, especially the top cryptos, are going to go parabolic. So remain bullish. It's not the time to be bearish. Don't listen to the FUD out there. Don't listen to the bears out there. I don't believe the bull run is over. I don't believe the bear market is gonna continue. I do believe 70,000 is gonna hold. If we do go below $70,000, then I'm gonna turn into a bear myself too. Then I'll be like, okay, we're under 70K. We're underneath the previous 2021 all-time high of 69,000. Yeah, we did below 69K. I'm gonna be like a bear myself. I'll be like, all right, the bull run is canceled. Altcoin season is canceled. The bear market is definitely, has begun, and we're gonna keep going lower. But if that happens, then I'll turn into a bear. But as long as Bitcoin, stays above 70K, I'm gonna remain bullish on Bitcoin, and I'm gonna, continue to base all my investments on the Bitcoin 4-year cycle. The Bitcoin 4-year cycle hasn't been broken. It's still intact. Bitcoin's still bullish. The Bitcoin chart still bullish if you zoom out. And I do believe it's just going to take a little bit longer than we expected this year. But like I said, I do believe we're mimicking the 2017 cycle where, Bitcoin and cryptos just kept grinding up slowly but surely until the end of the year. And, until they topped off at the end of the year. So that's what I think is going to happen. I think Bitcoin and cryptos are going to, do a slow grind this 2025 year. I think we're just going to keep grinding up slowly but surely. And eventually, by the end of 2025, we're going to see a Bitcoin go parabolic, make new all-time highs. And, eventually, when Bitcoin makes new all-time highs and goes parabolic, it's going to pull up the altcoins. And, and we'll finally get a true altcoin season. And all our favorite altcoins, especially the strong altcoins, are going to go parabolic. And, we'll all be making some good money. So stay bullish. Don't get bearish on me now. This is not the time to be bearish. Just huddle or hodl. Hodl. Don't be that guy that sells your cryptos because you get scared out of the market. Don't let the bears or the market makers shake you out of the market. This is what they want you to do. They want you to sell your favorite cryptos that you're holding, so they come in and swoop them up at these low prices. Not financial advice, but what I've been doing, I've been accumulating. I've been in DCAing into all my favorite cryptos. Right now, at these prices, right now, if you're listening to me right now, these prices are not going to be around, forever. They might be around for another few days, another week or two, maybe even a month or two. But eventually, Bitcoin and it's going to go parabolic, and it's going to pull up the altcoins. So, not financial advice, but if you have some dry powder on the side, or at least what I'm doing with my dry powder, I'm buying all my favorite cryptos, taking advantage at this fire sale on Bitcoin and cryptos. All right, well, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Just wanted to summarize that, the Trump's crypto summit was basically a nothing burger. And, we're just going to probably just, keep going sideways between like 83K and 92K for this weekend. And we'll see what this next week holds for Bitcoin and cryptos. Well, smash the like buttons. Let me know, what you guys thought about the crypto summit. Let me know, if you're bullish or bearish in the crypto market, let me know in the comments. Smash the like buttons, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Think about joining the Patreon. this top crypto bull, and I'll see you in the next one.